Hey guys, my name is Manny and I'm super excited that you guys are deciding to join us for our very first creative podcast, Crosspoint Creative Podcast. And today I'm elated to be able to invite to join us. His name is Brendan Shannon, aka Johnny B, aka John the Baptist, aka that young man can preach. And so today we will be focusing, and all of our podcasts will be focusing on culture, comedy, community through a Christian perspective. So just something else that you can listen to and watch from a Christian perspective, but we'll be diving into all sorts of culture, everything that's happening within our community, tackling different topics and things that interest people that want to spend some time together. And so today specifically, we will be focusing in on video games. My boy Johnny B is excited. He is fired up. And so I told him, hey man, first one, I want to tackle video games. I want to tackle what it is that you're going through and things along those lines. I know currently with the coronavirus, and I hope everyone's staying safe and staying smart, keeping that social distancing. He's spending more time at home. He's a high school student. And so what are you doing during this outside of the hours and hours of emailed homework headed your way from your teachers? Shout out to all the teachers, by the way. All right, Johnny B, what is it that you're doing?
Yeah, man, with all this stuff going on, I've had, other than, once again being stumped with homework, I've actually had a lot of time to sit down and game and be able to just kind of do whatever I want, really. And I've been real back into Fortnite, because I know it sounds real cliche. Fortnite is what you hear about a lot, but I like to play competitively. I like to play against other people, and rather than just, and I love a good solo player game. My favorite game of all time is a good solo player game. However, it's just been nice to be able to still feel some sort of interaction with people, be able to play with my friends, be able to play against people I don't know, be able to go competitive and play in the arena modes and different game modes and stuff that have been coming out. Due to this whole corona situation, they've actually extended the battle pass for this season to an extra week or 2 weeks, so that we would have more to do. And this is actually, it's really good. I've had a lot of fun with this, and this is the game that I've been on mostly.
If you were going to pick a system right now, which one would you choose and why?
Me personally, I actually play on all three of the consoles. I don't play PC. It's just not, I just don't really like it. I prefer controller. I actually have my Switch right next to me. It's in my little TV mount, my little setup, because this is, it has better connection to the internet than my PS4 does. My PS4 is a bit older, so I play online games, or some of my online games on that. Plus, it has some Nintendo classics that I really like to play. However, I really do like my PS4. I play a lot of story games, like Red Dead came out not that long ago. The Last of Us is a great zombie game. Games like Skyrim have came back out on it and stuff, so I really do like my PS4. However, I also do have an Xbox One at my dad's, and I use that, and I mainly play Modern Warfare, which just came out on that. So I actually play a good bit of all three of my consoles, which would be the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4, and the Xbox One. So, yeah. My all-time favorite game has to be, it's a really good tie between The Last of Us by Naughty Dog and The Fallen Order by EA. And man, I love both of those games so much, mainly because there's a lot of good story games, don't get me wrong, but I think the execution of these games were just flawless, to be honest. The Last of Us, the character development in the game between the main character Joel and the little girl Ellie is so good and so wholesome, because at the beginning of it, his daughter actually passes away, and he doesn't want to get attached to this little girl, and they actually end up going through a whole bunch together because it's a zombie apocalyptic world, and so they actually become like a number one team, and they kind of go on and learn together type thing and meet new allies and stuff. It's a really good game. You can actually find that one really cheap now, considering that there's a second one coming out really soon, within the next year or two. And so you could find it on any online website, Amazon, eBay, preferably Amazon. You can probably still find it in most game stores.
All right, so with all this talk on video games and all this talk on the differences and what people are playing today, what our young folks are really focusing in on in terms of really community, it's another way that they can connect during this time while not connecting. I also want to throw this out to you, like for us or like my generation, game changer, Super Mario Brothers on Super Nintendo. I mean, the fact that you could be Mario, you could be Luigi, you could be Yoshi, they had hidden worlds. I mean, that was my jam. What are your thoughts? Someone that's very much in 2020, someone that loves graphics and new gaming and community and shooter games and things like that. What are your thoughts on an original like Super Mario Brothers?
Yes, actually, I have played the Super Mario Bros. And actually, my stance on that is I really like the game, and I think that that it really set the standard for what video games in the future should be, even though they might not be a lot alike, and there's a lot of difference in video games now. I think it really started the standard that video games would have in the future going on, and I remember I have it on my Switch now, and I remember I used to have this disc on the Wii whenever it came out, and it was all the old Super Mario Bros. Games, and I actually kind of grew up playing it. It wasn't my time, no, but we still grew up playing it because my parents wanted us to play it because they really liked it too. So actually, I did play Mario Bros. A lot, and I really did like it, and it's really started a lot for the video game industry.
Awesome info, awesome insight, Johnny B. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Thank you, brother. And thank you for your insights. Thank you for your knowledge on the subject. Keep gaming, keep having fun. And I think this is going to be something that we're always going to go back to whenever there's a new game, something for us to review, some ins and some outs from a perspective of someone who loves gaming, and also from a perspective of a potential parent who may want a good gift for their teenager or their high schooler, the insights as to what it is. I mean, it's important to find passion and be passionate about the things that your children are passionate about. And I hope this gives you just a little bit more information, more knowledge as to why potentially your kids love playing games like Fortnite. All right, guys. Love you guys. As always, God first. God bless.